Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Good evening. You're watching the news from the Sultanate of Oman television. First, the headlines. The Food Safety 2015 conference in Muscat discusses controlling food product safety and quality. The Chief Executive Officer of Information Technology Authority stresses that e-government project has witnessed a considerable development in the Sultanate. The GCC's Assistant Secretary General of Economic and Development Affairs states that a new strategy of economic integration is being prepared to be reviewed in the coming Gulf Summit. And in order to enhance the educational level of school students, 9 initiatives are launched in the Wilayah of Barka. Good evening once again, and thank you for joining us. Those were the headlines, and now the news in details. The two-day Food Safety 2015 conference was opened at Al Bustan Palace Hotel today under the auspices of Sayyid Hamoud bin Faisal Al Busaidi, Minister of Interior, in the presence of a number of ministers, undersecretaries, some honorable members of the State Council and food safety professionals. Here is a report read by Huda Al-Jahwariya.
Organized by the Ministry of Regional Municipalities and Water Resources in collaboration with respective agencies under the theme Food Safety, the Responsibility of Everyone. The conference aims at raising awareness of the important role played by raw material producers and the first stages of the food chain. It also stresses their effective role in controlling food product safety and quality till they reach the end users. The conference will cover 6 main themes, namely halal food, presence of pesticide residues on food products, food industry and organic, inorganic and biological contaminants, pathogens transmitted through food, mycotoxins and antibiotics in food, and supervision and control in food safety. This year's conference aims at enhancing the importance of food safety as the responsibility of everyone. The Ministry, in collaboration with the Research Council TRC, developed a draft for the strategic program in food safety. TRC approved to adopt the Food Safety and Quality Strategic Program, which includes a number of key research themes. It also includes studying a number of issues that will contribute to developing the national food safety and quality local legislations and systems to ensure that they are in line with the regional and international standards. A presentation was given on WHO's strategic plan for food safety 2013-2022. The first day also included a documentary on food safety.
E-government project has witnessed a considerable development in the Sultanate with the existence of progress assessment in this field for all government establishments. This was stressed by Dr. Salim bin Sultan Al-Ruzaiqi, Chief Executive Officer of Information Technology Authority. He said that the Sultanate has made good steps locally, regionally and internationally in the field of e-government. He added that since the launch of e-government transformation plan, many government bodies took the lead to transfer its service to e-services. His Excellency Dr. Abdullah bin Jum'a Shibli, Assistant Secretary General of Economic and Development Affairs at the Secretariat General of the Gulf Cooperation Council countries, stated to the Sultanate of Oman Radio and Television that a new strategy of economic integration among the GCC countries is being prepared to be reviewed in the coming Gulf Summit, namely the GCC Railway Project, expected to gain many economic and trading advantages in addition to long-term water due to water shortages in the Gulf region. Other projects are electricity control and exchange of electricity energy among the GCC countries. In spite of contradictory points of view, intellectuals in the Jurisprudence Sciences Seminar were reasonable and in harmony in their dialogue to come up with a result in the favor of the Islamic nation interest. In the 3-day of discussions, the seminar touched upon religious extremism, thought that evaded the world, stressing that it does not represent Islam at all. Scientists further discussed crimes of genocide, human trafficking in the Islamic perspective, apostasy, as well as equality aspects in the individual's relations on the international arena, reservation in the international treaties. The Ministry of Awqaf and Religious Affairs took advantage of the presence of such scholars and recorded a religious program to be aired on the Sultanate of Oman television in Ramadan. In order to support and develop small enterprises, Bank Muscat organized in cooperation with Information Technology Authority an exhibition titled Omani Small Enterprises and Its Role in Technology. The event dealt with services and solutions provided by companies specialized in the field of information technology to develop the business of these enterprises. Some 15 small-sized enterprises specialized in telecommunication, marketing, advertising and other fields related to the commercial communication on and IT. The IT sector is considered as one of the important sectors that has been witnessing a considerable growth in the Sultanate due to its significance in developing businessmen and providing innovative solutions for companies. Health is a community responsibility. That was the theme of health programs to reduce chronic diseases in the Wilaya of Duqm. The program achieved a tangible result and the participants deserved to be honored in a ceremony held under the auspices of His Excellency Dr. Mohammed bin Saif Al Husni and the Secretary of the Ministry of Health for Health Affairs. Various programs were implemented by Health Committee of the Wilaya of Duqm that involved all segments of the community, such as Ideal Health Village in Ras Madraka, which won the third place at the level of the Sultanate. Still to come in our news bulletin, 3 young Omanis who collect traditional items, antiques and historical textbooks display their collections at a heritage exhibition in Bid. Welcome back to the news from the Sultanate of Oman television. Russia sent a plane to evacuate 150 people from conflict-torn Yemen as Saudi-led coalition jets continued to bomb the country. Approximately half the evacuees were Russian, but citizens of Belarus, Uzbekistan, Tajikistan, Iraq, Germany and Ukraine were also on board. The fighting in Yemen pits allies of the country's embattled President Abdul Rabbu Mansour Hadi against Houthis and their allies' military units loyal to Hadi's predecessors, ousted Ali Abdullah Saleh. The Saudi-led campaign, which supports Hadi now in its 13th day, has so far failed to stop the Houthis' advance on Aden's Yemen's second largest city. One of South America's most active volcanoes continued to spew jets of smoke and ash. In southern Chile, the Villarrica volcano spewed heavy smoke into the air during the weekend. The Director General of Chilean Office of National Emergency said the volcano activity could escalate. Thousands of people from the volcano's surrounding areas were forced on March 3rd to evacuate the region where lava began flowing from the volcano. The 9,000-foot Villarrica volcano in Chile's Central Valley, 670 kilometers south of the capital Santiago, sits above the small city of Pucón with a population of about 22,000 people. Villarrica is considered to be one of the most dangerous of the country's 90 or so active volcanoes. Back here in the Sultanate, rejoicing the safe return of His Majesty the Sultan, the Directorate General of Education in Muscat held a celebration evening with the participation of a number of students and faculty members from various colleges in the Governorate. It witnessed poetic sessions, children's shows and national songs. The poets delivered poems praising His Majesty the Sultan and the achievements realized during His Majesty's glorious reign at all levels and walks of life. The participants hoisted flags of the Sultanate and expressed their sincere feelings and overwhelming happiness on His Majesty's safe return to the dear homeland. The Oman Tourism College organized a procession of allegiance and gratitude on the occasion of safe return of His Majesty the Sultan to the dear country. It witnessed a participation from the college students and faculty members. It was accompanied by horse shows, Omani singing arts and poetry. During the procession, the participants carried pictures of His Majesty and hoisted flags of the Sultanate, cheering sincere greetings and best wishes to His Majesty, the beloved leader. The Buremi University College held a celebration on the safe return of His Majesty the Sultan. It was accompanied by a procession of loyalty and joy. During the event, the youth performed various Omani traditional arts and delivered national poems. The participants expressed sincere feelings and overwhelming happiness on His Majesty's safe return to the dear homeland. In order to enhance the education level of school students, 9 educational initiatives were launched in the Wilayah of Barka. They came to highlight the significance of cooperations between the school and the community. A number of schools in the Governorate of South Al-Batin participated in launching of the initiatives. These initiatives will contribute in enhancing the skills and encouraging innovations, as well as providing an attractive educational environment. Reviewing studies conducted by specialized municipality council committees on some social, educational and health phenomena, in addition to discussing citizens' aspirations in the Wilayah of Ad-Dakhliya Governorate on a number of services and development projects, topped the agenda of the 4th meeting of the Municipal Council in the Governorate. The Municipal Council discussed the demands of citizens with its committee. The demand included paving the remaining parts of the road leading to Jabal Shams in the Wilayah of Hamra, allocating land plots and grounds for celebrations, changing the names of residential areas, marketing agricultural produces in the Governorate, monitoring fish markets and establishing a souk for craftsmen in the Wilayah of Samail. Activities of Graduates Day started in Surrey University College in cooperation with Oman Chamber of Commerce and Industry in the Governorate of South Sharqiya. The 2-day event witnessed a job exhibition as well as seminar on project and finance. It aimed to provide job opportunities for graduates in addition to training. It also focused on establishing private projects. The 2nd day of the event will witness various seminars and workshops. The Directorate General of Education in the Governorate of Al-Zahira organized an English language forum in order to provide male and female supervisors for English language subjects with the new skills in the teaching field. The event held Oman Chamber of Commerce and Industry in the Governorate of Al-Zahira discussed the good classrooms environment to teach English language that encourage students to learn. It also included working papers on self-learning and the role of senior teacher at school. A number of supervisors and educationalists from inside and outside the Governorate participated in the forum. 3 Omani young men who are interested in collecting traditional items, old antiques and historical textbooks display their collections in a heritage exhibition in the Wilayah of Bidbid in the Governorate of Ad-Dakhliya. More details in the following report by Saif bin Khalfan Al-Kindi.
Jabir, Tahira and Salim are 3 young men coming from different governorates to exhibit their collections of antiques and historical items. They like gathering old items such as traditional bottles, radios and pottery items. However, Jabir is fond of collecting old school books that have been used during the 16th and 17th. Here's a history subjects book that was published in Qatar and used during the 17th. Salim, who came from Taqa, a coastal city in Dhofar Governorate, he likes collecting leather and pottery items. Some of his items used hundreds of years ago and are not used anymore. In another corner of this exhibition, we met Tahir, a 30-year-old man, who is proud of a very ancient coin related to 300 years ago. Tahir has many groups of coins while this piece is the most valuable one among his collection.
Welcome back, and now for the general weather forecast. Dusty skies will prevail over the Sultanate with chances of fog and low clouds along the coastal areas in the governorates of Al-Buraymi, Al-Dhahira and Al-Wusta. Winds along the coastal areas of the Arabian Sea will be southwesterly light to moderate, while along the rest of the Sultanate it will be northwesterly light to moderate, occasionally active. Seas will be moderate along the western coast of the governorate of Musandam and the Arabian Sea with a maximum wave height of 2 meters, while along the rest of the coast it will be slight with a maximum wave height of 1.25 meters. You're watching the Sultanate of Oman television, and before we end tonight's bulletin, here are the main points once again. The Food Safety 2015 conference in Muscat discusses controlling food product safety and quality. The Chief Executive Officer of Information Technology Authority stresses that e-government projects had witnessed a considerable development in the Sultanate. The GCC Assistant Secretary General of Economic and Development Affairs states that new strategy of economic integration is being prepared to be reviewed in the coming Gulf Summit. And in order to enhance the education level of school students, 9 initiatives are launched in the Wilaya of Barka. With that, we come to an end of tonight's news bulletin. From all of us here in the newsroom and the studios, it's good night.